What's up, boy? It's your boy Low with Sentimental Imagery and Entertainment, aka Mr. Don't Ask Me What's in My Cup. Back with another episode of Jockish. And of course, this is the second video for today. Like I told y'all, we're gonna be putting out 2 videos today because your boy got you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something tomorrow, it's gonna be something the next day, it's gonna be something the next day. We're gonna see about all that, but it's gonna be something tomorrow and the next day though, probably for sure. Probably. No, but tomorrow and the next day. I got you. Anyway, right now though, we're gonna go through Sunday's games because we hadn't went through Sunday's games. In the earlier video, I talked about last night's games and the games before, you know what I'm saying? So right now, we're gonna go through Sunday's games. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's what happened. And we're talking NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow we'll be talking maybe basketball. Haha, you don't know. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and try to get through this real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Now, first we got the Falcons and the Saints, you know what I'm saying? Now, I know I call the Falcons the most chokingest team in the NFL, but considering that Drew Brees is out, I actually thought they kind of had a chance, but you know what I'm saying? They still seem to come up short here, losing 21-16, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, hey, Saints just showed that there was a better team all around, you know what I'm talking about? But the bigger story is actually Taysom Hill, man. They said the boy couldn't throw, and then he throws 27 for 37, going for, 232 yards, man. Hey, had a nice little game with his arm, you know what I'm saying? Now, that's not elite passing and everything, but when you couple that with his, 83 rush yards, averaging 5.9 yards a carry, like, hey, that's something special right there, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, just think about it. Alvin Kamara, who's the running back for that team, some people consider him a top 5 running back. He also averaged 5.9 rush yards, you know what I'm saying? You got that up the quarterback too? Hey man, I'm just saying, you might have something there with them 2 right there, you know what I mean? Especially if he could just throw it just like that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when Drew Brees leave, you know, hey, you might have your successor. I'm just saying, you never know. We're going to see though. Miami with their best start since 2003 goes 8-4, beating Cincinnati 19-7. You know what I'm saying? No smoking Joe Burrow, my boy, wasn't in the game. You know what I'm saying? It was still a good win for the Dolphins. You know what I'm talking about? 2 of those for 296 yards. And with Miami looking like they could possibly go to the playoffs, do you think that this validates them drafting Tua? You know what I'm saying? I mean, me personally, I think, you know, so far, yes. You know, I mean, we'll see how healthy he stays. We'll see how good he looks, but he seems to be adapting to the game very well. So I think this was actually a good draft pick for Miami. They finally might do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, hey, we're going to see. Now, no surprise that the Raiders beat the Jets, but the real surprise was, why was that game so close? You know what I'm saying? Like, Derek Carr threw for 381, and Sam Darnold only threw for 186. Like, well, the Jets did rush for 206. Hold on. Well, the Jets did run for 206, which actually made this a fight, and they were actually doing a very good job, and they almost won the game. But for some reason, a dumb play call where the coach calls a blitz when he shouldn't have called a blitz, and it's like Derek Carr just stepped back. Oh, look at that. Open man, 1-on-1 touchdown. Of course. Somebody getting fired. The Vikings beat the Jaguars 27-24. Another game that shouldn't have been as close as it was because, I mean, come on now, it's the Jags. They only won once. You know what I mean? But anyway, however, Vikings still came out with the win. Better team won. And Jefferson does have more 100-yard games than any wide receiver rookie in Vikings history. Think about that for a second. Randy Moore. That boy might be special, man. He doing things that ain't been done. He might be special. Alright, Colts beat the Texans 26-20, which, if you ask me, is expected when you decide to trade the best player on your team, not named quarterback, in DeAndre Hopkins, for a running back that can't even give you 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. So So this just proves that they lost that trade and they killed the rapport that was built between two players that were at the beginning of their primes for no reason. Like, man, that was stupid. Baker Mayfield leads the Browns to beat the Titans 41-35, looking good out there, throwing for 334 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Who once had been a mighty athlete in high school and scored 4 touchdowns in one game. But do not take me lightly. I once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game for Polk.
You know, Al, you were really amazing tonight. I mean, 4 touchdowns in a single game.
Oh, babe, that's no big deal. I mean, it's not like it's going to be the highlight of my life or anything.
Does this show that Baker Mayfield can be a franchise quarterback? Should the Browns lock him down? Or is he too inconsistent to trust the future of a franchise to? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, I'm just... If you ask me, I think we need to see how the season ends, because if he strings a couple more games like this together, showing that he can be more consistent and really get a good win in the playoffs, I think it'll really kind of shut the critics up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like him because he run his mouth, but I like he talk shit. I talk shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, I'm one time for the shit talkers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but anyway, the point is, I hope he do his thing, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see though, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't, because, you know what I'm saying, he does have inconsistency. So we'll see what it is. I'm not giving up just yet, but whatever. Lions beat the Bears 34-30. Rams beat the Cardinals 38-28. But another surprise was the Giants beating the Seahawks 17-12. Well, at least to the rest of the world, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is why Russell Wilson just doesn't get votes for MVP, you know what I'm saying? He starts off high and everything, but by the end of the season, this is kind of what it is, you know what I'm saying? Without the Legion of Boom or Beast Mode to really back him up, this the guy you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you'll still be in the playoffs or whatever he'll do his thing, but he ain't gonna carry it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the way, because he's going to have games where he just drops a game where he shouldn't have dropped. And that might happen in the playoffs. Not to say anything bad about Russell Wilson. We already been through that. Remember, we've been through that. We like Russell Wilson. But I mean, like, the fact of the matter is that when we talking like the best of the best quarterbacks, like, he's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Aaron Rodgers, he's not Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in that same category that you put Ben Roethlisberger in. Like, he's a great quarterback, right? But he's not better than some of the quarterbacks in his class, some of the quarterbacks in his era. Like, he's never going to be great at the best. What is he the best at? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's somebody out there that does everything better. The Patriots shut out the Chargers 45-0 without a single player rushing for, passing for, or receiving for 100 yards total. I mean, Cam Newton had over 800 yards total because he passed for 69 and ran for 48, but he don't have 100 either. Like, Jarrett Stidham even gets a few plays and passes for 61 yards and a touchdown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Side note, this kind of reminds me when we saw a little bit of Jimmy Garoppolo, you know what I'm saying? Like, he comes in and then Tom Brady comes back or whatever, and everything's up, and it's like, what are you gonna do with this kid? And they're like, oh, his contract's up, and you know what I'm saying, because he played a couple games, he goes somewhere, and then, oh, he gets traded over here, plays half a season, looks really good, goes undefeated. What they do is contract's up. Oh, let's pay this guy, and they give him this big ass contract. Not saying that that's gonna happen, but hey, still, if you get the opportunity, man, get your bread, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Packers beat the Eagles 30-16, but we all expected that, man. Coach Matt LaFleur looking real good. Since he's been a coach in Green Bay, he's went 12-2 at the house at Lambeau Field, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to that guy. Aaron Rodgers throws for 295 and 3 TDs, while Aaron Jones rushes for 130 with a touchdown, you know what I'm talking about? But the real story is on a losing team, how Jalen Hurts comes in the game and puts up more passing yards and points on the board than Carson Wentz. We ain't gonna talk about that though. we'll just come back to that later. I think they should probably keep him in. Just saying. And of course, the Chiefs beat the Broncos 22-16, you know what I'm saying? Like, Patrick Mahomes throwing for 316 yards. Yeah, 318 yards, my bad. You know, just pretty much securing his MVP, if you ask me. I mean, who else got it? Exactly. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and try to end this. I hope this is one video. If it's 2 videos then long, then we'll just have to figure that out. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. Shouts out to my day ones, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. Check out the links in the description, man, if you need something from Bose, if you need something from Microsoft, including the Xbox or whatever the case may be. Check out the links to the Twitter and everything else, you know what I'm saying? Sentimentalenergy.com. Y'all already know what it is. Like I said, I appreciate every view. One.